We all have our border security soldiers assigned to protect our lives from the enemies. Most of the time they do their jobs perfectly. But what happens when your own army confuses you as an infiltrate and shoot you instantly? That is exactly how the autoimmune disorders develop in our body. The immune system attacks your own healthy tissues, mistaking them as a foreign substance. Yes, your psoriasis, rheumatoid arthritis, rheumatic fever, ulcerative colitis, Crohn's disease, alopecia, uveitis, SLE, multiple sclerosis, myositis, urticaria, some types of hepatitis, pancreatitis, thyroiditis, type 1 diabetes, etc. All these are developed when your immune system becomes unfriendly with you. This list is just a fraction of the accepted list of autoimmune disorders. There are hundreds of diseases which are still under research to confirm whether they are autoimmune, including certain types of cancers. I would personally argue that any uncontrollable cell replication, like in cancer, is definitely an autoimmune response. Yes, it's not easy to make a list because your immune system has an influence basically everywhere in your body. Your immune system is not an organ system, but rather it's a system that involves almost all the organs in the body. So today we are going to talk about autoimmune disorders, something that has always fascinated me to treat and to make a research on. You must have recently heard that a few celebrities like Samantha and Mamta Mohandas had revealed about their autoimmune conditions. As we already told, autoimmune disorders happen when the defensive mechanisms turn into self-destructive mode. That means body's own defensive techniques sometimes get exaggerated and overdone way beyond than its normal level. Let us see what are the primary defensive mechanisms of the immune system. I'm not going to talk about the technically complex stuff like antigen recognition, activation of specific lymphocytes, etc. But I would rather like to simply present it the way you can easily understand. Your body adopts three major steps to defend and repair any pathological stimuli, be it an infection from a microorganism or parasite, or the close contact to an allergic substance, or even an injury resulting from a trauma. All these pathological reasons could result in three major responses from our immune system: fever, inflammation, and allergic reactions. Of course, these are the reflections of the internal fight that happens between the antigen and the antibodies. Meaning, these three are the most common symptoms you may experience when you have an autoimmune attack. These reparative processes usually help us to overcome the scenario. But sometimes these immune responses keep happening even without a pathological reason. That too in a very exaggerated way. But this time, instead of protecting, it could damage the healthy tissues. So therefore, the first step to prevent any autoimmune disorder is to prevent frequent infections and thereby avoid frequent fever, inflammation, and allergic responses. But then, how to prevent infections? There are many things that we can do. I've already done a video on how to prevent any infections, which you can see here in the pop-up. But I'll just brief it here again. First thing first, stay away from infectious agents such as virus, bacteria, etc. by keeping yourself clean, social distancing, wearing a mask, etc. which you have already learned for COVID prevention. Frequently getting exposed to infections will create chances of increased production of antibodies, and those antibodies stay forever in the body and may attack your own healthy tissues in future. But it's not always possible to stay socially distant. So what do we do? Number 2, improve the quality of your metabolism. Well, how do we do that? Most of your metabolic activities are involuntary, meaning you have no control over those processes. But you have the best of your control on your digestion. You can decide what to eat, what not to eat, when not to eat, how often to eat, etc. So make your digestion an easier process by eating light and easily digestible things. Make sure you get your macros and micros, but also make sure that you are not overdoing it. Ayurveda has got a lot of herbal remedies to improve your digestion and metabolism, which you can use at home itself. There are certain foods that you should avoid or regulate in your diet to aid a better digestion. Even the best food in excess is bad for you. Again, watch the video in the pop-up to know the wholesome foods for you. Number 3, avoid confusing your body. The organs and organ systems in your body have got a biological clock that functions synchronized with your timings. It is good to have a regular pattern for sleep at night, waking up in the mornings, your meal timings, your exercises, and everything that you do on a daily basis. By disrupting this pattern, you will confuse your body and thereby make your immune system hampered. Number 4, keep yourself active, but never be overactive or underactive. Just like food, your activities can also nurture you or harm you based on how you do it. Doing regular exercises will keep the metabolism active. Staying completely sedentary will do the opposite. So sleeping in the daytime can make your metabolism super slow. Overdoing exercises, on the other hand, can make the inflammatory process worse. Even small mistakes like taking a bath after a heavy meal or right after exercise is not a good thing. Number 5, do not control your urges. You have got about 14 urges naturally developed in your body. Do not forcefully suppress nor induce them. Frequently doing such things can invite serious health troubles. You can watch my video in the pop-up to know what are those urges. Number 6, reduce stress. We all know that stress can induce autoimmune responses. When you are more stressed, your psoriasis, your inflammatory bowel diseases, your acidity, your arthritis, your digestion, everything gets worse. Doctors tell you to reduce stress, but no one knows how to do that. It is not easy for everyone to do that, but it is easy to control certain other emotions such as anger, hatred, jealousy, greed, lust, arrogance, impatience, crookedness, fear, etc. to control. And those urges should be controlled for your well-being. In the same context where it is told not to control your bodily urges, it is told to control your mental urges. And when you control those emotions, you will eventually be able to control your stress too. Be happy and contented with what you have. Do not compare with others. Don't be over-obsessed. Don't confuse yourself. Trust your doctor, trust your medicines. Just focus on your goal. Number 7, be sensible in choosing heat and cold. When I say heat and cold, it means your exposure to hot and cold environment or food internally and externally. Be sure the food that you take internally possesses the virya that is compatible with your illness. To know what is hot and cold food and beverages, watch the video about virya in the pop-up. Also make sure that you are not having any mutually contradicting foodstuffs together. They are called as viruddhahara, and to know more, you can watch my old video here in the pop-up. So exposing to extreme hot and cold environments externally also can increase the chances of triggering an autoimmune response. Using the air condition continuously or even walking in the ceramic tiles without a footwear can increase your risk. Number 8, avoid or stay away from allergens and irritating substances. This is to reduce frequent irritation to any tissues or systems in your body. Frequent and constant irritation to any tissues can lead to even developing cancers. That is why you need to treat your irritable bowels, heartburn, or even a broken tooth that irritates your cheek at the right time. Constantly being in close contact with irritant substances or climates, medicines, food, or even clothing that you are allergic to will spike up the immunoglobulin levels and make your immune system triggered. To know more about allergies, you can watch the pop-up link again. Number 9. Do not neglect minor symptoms. Your body is constantly communicating with you. Be a good listener to your own body. Try to manage yourself or treat even the smallest symptoms if they persist more than a week. Be it just a digestive trouble such as loss of appetite, bloating, heartburn, constipation, gas trouble, frequent loose motions, continuous respiratory allergy, skin rashes, inflammations, swelling, fever, or even headache. Do not neglect them. No need to get obsessed, but at least be aware of what's happening within you. Number 10. The last but the best option is to get treated by a professional. In Ayurveda, there are 2 methods to treat an established autoimmune condition. First one is to consult a doctor online or offline, get your medicines from the pharmacy and have it at home. For recently developed conditions with minor symptoms, that will be enough. You may need to take 2 to 3 months of medication based on various factors. And the second method is the best one available, to come down and get admitted and get treated with Ayurvedic Panchakarma detox treatment. I would recommend this one for chronic conditions with severe symptoms. We've already have a very successful record of managing many autoimmune conditions such as rheumatoid arthritis, ankylosing spondylitis, psoriasis, pancreatitis, ulcerative colitis, urticaria, alopecia, and a ton of others. In modern medicine, they suppress the immunity with immunosuppressants. So some medicines for psoriasis, cancer, and rheumatoid arthritis could be the same for them. But unlike them, we regulate and fine-tune the immune system by reducing the burden on your other systems, by avoiding the confusions, by reducing the stress, by improving the quality of your metabolism, etc. To consult us online, just send a WhatsApp message to this number. And that is pretty much it. I'll see you soon with another content. Until then, you better take care of yourself and stay safe. Bye-bye.